Good morning, welcome to How To Pottery. I'm Vanessa. Today, as I promised in the last video, I'm going to be doing a review on different air dry clays. In case you don't have a kiln, this might be another option for you. We're going to test them and we're going to see if they make ornaments just as well as the regular clay. Looks like we're back. The first one we're going to try is going to be the Delight, the really light one. Marshmallow filling. It's kind of sticking to my fingers. You can see just a little bit of residue. So let's see how it rolls out. It's sticking to this a little bit, even with the cornstarch. We're going to try the cute little dolphin. It's got a minimal amount of detail. Well, I stuck to it. It did come off a little easier this time though, so that's good. Okay, so next we're going to use the air hardening clay, Nara. I don't know why I keep wanting to say Narnia. Nara. It feels like a mixture between real clay and that stuff we just used, that light, that air light stuff. It's a little sticky. It is really lightweight, feels pretty good. It's very sticky. You have to use a lot of cornstarch. Okay, we're gonna use the same mold for each one of these, just so we've got a constant that we can look back on. Should have picked a better one, I guess, but here we are. Okay, so this is just like that when you just don't push very hard. It's fibrous. In here. I have to make this video quick. And I will do part 2 tomorrow and we will see who wins. Okay. Next one, I've used paper clay before and I really didn't like it, but it wasn't this brand. Okay, definitely paper. It ripped. Very, very fibrous, very. All right, let's see here. It's stiffer, got a little more weight to it. Okay, let's see what happens when we make an ornament. It's not as sticky, at all. Look, I haven't used any cornstarch. It's pretty lightweight. It's not real heavy. Oh, I'm impressed so far. Okay. Just like the others, we're not going to press as hard as we would with normal clay. Yeah, just barely pressing seems to do the trick. A little bit of fiber, but not much. Came off here great. I forgot to put the hole in the other one. We'll have to do that real quick. The hole went in just fine. Okay. Okay, and the last one we're going to use is the Das Wood. Where's this from? Italy. Ow. A pair of scissors may have been in order. I just stuck myself. Huh. Okay. So, it looks like wood pulp. It is sticky. The consistency is interesting. You can feel that there's a little bit going on. Let's see how it rolls. On this one it says, this is modeling clay, air hardening. Kind of the consistency of cookie dough. So yeah, this is crumbly and sticky. All right, let's see what we got. See it cracked as soon as I press this in there. You got to press really hard with this. And it sticks to it. Okay, so we're not going to use that one. We're going to try again. Still stuck to it. This stuff is really dry and kind of a grainy. But this is what we came up with, and we'll see how we do. This one's actually already dry, but we'll review these once they're all dry. It'll only be a second for y'all. It'll be a while for me. Okay, so it's still over 100 degrees in the studio, and it's been about 6 hours, so everything is good and dry. I put a fan on them the last hour or so just to make sure, so we would get a really, good reading on this. Well, as far as ornaments go, technically you could probably use all of these, but I'm gonna show you which one is my favorite. We'll start with the first one we did, and that is the Delight. Super lightweight, just airy, weighs nothing. It was the first one to dry, and it's just like a little piece of rubber, more like a little piece of foam, actually. It bends. And it doesn't break when it bends. It's super lightweight. And when I go to put a hook on it, it actually hangs pretty good. I mean, I can't complain about this. It dried very fast. It's super lightweight. So this would be great for like the kids. For sure. Let them sign the back of their name just with a permanent marker. And we're going to try paint on this in a minute to see how well it holds paint. But so far, this one's not bad. And this would be the Delight. Put these in here so we don't get all dried out. Okay. The second one was the Nara. I don't know. I don't know how to say that. It was super sticky. It had fibers left. If you remember when we pulled it off, it dried like I would expect it to dry. It's very, very bendy, but not in a good way. It won't hold its shape, kind of bendy. The other one at least bounced back and held its shape. It still feels squishy a little bit, but it's crunchy on the edges. So maybe once this sat for 2 or 3 days, it might be good. You need to take an X-Acto knife or scissors and clean up around it because it's just kind of a mess. We're going to see how it holds paint. I mean, technically you could use this. And it was the cheaper of everything. Let's see. This one, you got 17.64 ounces for $3.49. So if you have a bunch of kids or a bunch of projects, I'm not going to say that this would not work because it would. This one, I can't remember how much we paid for this one. This was $5.99 for only 3 ounces. So, I mean, it depends on your project, honestly. So, you can use this. It would be a cost-effective way to do it. Just keep in mind how sticky it is. The next one we did is going to be the paper clay. I did not have high hopes for this at all. I've used this paper mache clay before, different brand, like I said, this brand right here, and I hated it. This was not fibrous. It did not stick to the roller. It came out looking really good. It looks really good. When you bend it, you have some bend to it, and it comes back. Well, it did, yeah, okay, so it slowly comes back. It is completely dry. I like this one the best. It's not like real clay, of course, because it's not, it's not ceramic. But I think this would last several years, especially if you sprayed it with a clear coat, which we're going to try to do. So this is my favorite so far for making ornaments. I'm not sure how good it would be for anything else, but for ornaments it's really good. And this one was $12.99 for 16 ounces. And then we've got this one. Oh, Lord. This wood modeling clay, $10.99. I don't even see the ounces anywhere on it. Anyway, I don't even see the ounces, but here we go. It weighs about the same as that, I think. So it's about 16, 17 ounces. This was a mess. It really ruined my cookie cutter because I didn't clean the stuff off of it when it was still damp, and I had noticed it, so I tried to clean it off, and I mean, it was stuck. So I had to scrape it off. Well, there you go. That tells you all you need to know. It just snapped in half when I tried to bend it. Yeah, this is, in my opinion, I wouldn't use this for anything. This is $10.99. Maybe if you mounded it and then took a Dremel and carved something in it, that might work. Tender wood, so there is wood fiber in it. Maybe that's what's causing it. I don't know. I would not use this for an ornament. I don't even know what I would use this for. I mean, if you had some, like, I don't know, some grooves in your floor you needed to patch or something, maybe. Okay, so the clear winner, in my opinion, is going to be the Creative Paper Clay. Creative Paper Clay. It made the best. Now, we're going to see real quick how well they hold paint, all except for the wooden one, because that one's DOA. We're just going to get rid of that. So we're going to try these three, and we're going to see which ones paint the best, and then we can really weigh it. Okay, so for these, I'm going to use my go-to. You can use regular old acrylic. I use, well, these bottles are kind of sunken. I use the Doc Holliday. And it's an acrylic stain. They have them in like a zillion colors. So we're going to start with the first one that we used, and that was the Delight. And this is going to be a thicker paint here. We'll see how it takes it. Very nice. I'm telling you, I think this is, if you had something really light, you know what this would be fun for? Is like if you wanted to do earrings for, like Halloween earrings or Easter earrings, and just have a bunch of different kinds of kind of really funky earrings because they weigh nothing, and you can paint them. I mean, this looks good. Okay, let's try this thinner paint on it and see if it absorbs it. Now this stain here is a lot thinner. Wow. Okay. I think I've seen enough. This is nice. It was fun to work with. It was easy to work with. It dried super fast. It weighs nothing. If you wanted to use this for ornaments, I would say this is an absolute yes. Okay. So now we are going to do the Nara. I mean, it's super fibrous, but we never know. Let's see here. So we're going to start with the thin because we already got it on our brush. Wow. Okay. So it grabs the paint. It holds on to it. It paints really well. And this was one of the cheaper ones. As you can see, it's not washing out. It's not soaking it all up and leaving, you know, just like a skim coat on there. So that looks good. Now let's try the thicker. Well, I must say, if I had a bunch of ornaments to make and I didn't mind the stickiness and I wanted to save money, I think this is a good one. I think I would do this one too. Now, last but not least, the one that was a joy to make the original cookie cutter with. Let's see how it holds paint. I got high hopes. Of course, I had high hopes for the Amico too. We don't know how that turned out. If you don't, go watch my 2-minute review. Okay, so yeah, it glides on like butter. It's not sucking the color out of it or sucking the water out of it and leaving the color. Okay. Let's try the thicker. Well, I am not disappointed. I'm not disappointed. This one right here, this one's going to win hands down for ease of use. Cost is not so good. It's $12.99. What do we got? It's $12.99 for 16 ounces, but as you can see, you do not have to make these very thick. I mean, you would get a ton of these. Ton of them out of that. So as far as cost goes, I think we're going to have to go with a Nara at $3.49. It did okay. It really did. It's sticky. You're going to have to trim it up. It takes longer to dry. What do you get? You get more. You get 17.64 ounces. So if you had a bunch of kids, you know, a group of kids, and you wanted to make ornaments for everyone, this is definitely the way I would go. If you were doing these to sell these or to gift them, I would definitely go with this one. It's just better all around. And if you just want something light and fun and airy, you know, then the Delight, I would say absolutely. So the only one that I didn't like is the wooden one, and of course the Amico, because that was just a lie. It's not air dry clay. So if you don't have a kiln, there's other ways to make ornaments or other fun things. This was exciting. I hope I taught you something. If I did, go ahead and subscribe and see you in the next video. The next video is going to be super interesting. Let me just show you. Hold on a second. We're going to learn how to turn ceramic molds into candle molds. It's not as easy as you think, but I'm going to show you how to do it so you don't ruin your mold, and you can still, well, you won't be using it for ceramics anymore, but I'm going to show you how to do it to where you can get multiple pourings out of it. So go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.